All right, boys, we are live. So, last time we left off, we were working on add your own category, which now has been completed, I believe. Has it been completed? Let me see. Categories, convex. Um, Create category. I actually don't remember. Let me take a look. Where did we step? Where did we stop last time? Mm-hmm. Yeah, category ID mutation. I sorted that out, and I guess we should be done now. Let me see if I'm calling use action. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I actually ran this. That stream was cut short for whatever reason. Um, anyway, so we called on create inside the dialog provider, and then simply called await on create, and then added a toast that's a success. So now, with any luck, we'd be able to test this out and actually see it working live. So let's take a look. All right. Okay. All right. So something about the OpenAI API key environment variable being missing. Uh. Oh, right. Okay. Um. I already have that defined locally. So, actually, let me do that off screen. Right. Let me see. Okay. Cool. So env was updated. I updated env.local just so that we have that going. And now I should be able to call OpenAI from inside convex. I mean, like the reason that's important is because you're calling find tweets in category, which is obviously going to be using OpenAI. And unless the environment variable OpenAI underscore API key is present inside the convex context, it just won't work. So that's why you need to enable it. You need to enable it locally inside convex, and you do that by just appending the key to .env.local, which is what I just did off screen. Cool. So now we should be able to test this. Let's just refresh and then create our own category. So, oh, nice. It's got dark mode. Okay, cool. So, what's the new category going to be about? Let's say bootstrapping, and then you can add cool bootstrapping. All right. Okay, nice little touch there. Category bootstrapping has been added. Very nice. You click on bootstrapping. Beautiful. Check it out. The tweets are already there. Bootstrapped. Test pricing strategy. Oh man, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Wow, this is amazing. Guys, oh my God. Okay, it actually worked. First shot. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Very nice. One thing I noticed, though, in the dialogue was the cancel button was not disabled. So maybe you should do that, right? Disabled equals busy. So we'll do the same here. Disabled is busy. Just so we don't accidentally um, open is open. All right, on close. Right. Okay. Yeah. Set is open. I think I had that turned off for some reason. Yeah, when I was testing the whole Z index issue. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful guys. And I think with that we would have finished the like properly finished the front end. And the only thing really remaining is the login with Twitter. Um, so we've actually got this functional for my account, and I'm super happy with how it turned out, man. I mean, looking at all this, beautiful. This is just beautiful, yo. Beautiful. Like the categories, the ability to add categories, remove them. Man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. It's so cool. I mean, I'm almost tempted to add a dark mode. It actually wouldn't be that difficult. Um, so all you need to do is like the desktop. What is it? No, no, I'm not gonna add a dark mode. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Maybe, maybe I'm kidding. Oh, look at that sweetness on mobile. Click that. Boom, boom. Add a category. Boom. It's right there. Oh, we don't empty it after you submit. Maybe we should, right? So, um, toast dot success, and then you should do like set new category empty, right? Yeah, should probably do that. Oh man, are you serious? Like, look at that bookmark just overriding the Z index on the dialogue, which is just ridiculous. Even though you have a class name of Z50, that's crazy. Huh, that is weird, yo. What if you have like the other, let's say you have, man, it's a lot of tweets. Right, so growth and marketing. Let's say you have growth and marketing here, and then you decide to add a category. Growth and marketing is going to be above. Oh, it's not. It's not. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's good to know. Whoa, that's loud. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay, cool. Let's just commit what we got. Okay. All right. So that I'll take. Cool. That's adding the dialogue. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. Nah, this I don't actually want. Um, this bit. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Category menu. Um, right. Okay. Very nice. The only thing left is auth, and this is going to be a chunky one by my understanding. So let's get ready for this. Auth, custom auth integration, I think is what we need here. All right, so up till now, we just kind of assumed that the person logged in is, well, it's me, right? And we need to set this up so that it actually works for any Twitter user. I just realized bookmark manager dot manager needs to be a link. Yeah, it needs to be a link. Maybe you could just use a next link for this. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, npm run. All right, so open up custom auth. Let's see what we're going to be doing. Convex can be integrated with any identity provider supporting OpenID Connect protocol. At minimum, this means the provider can issue ID tokens and verify them. The ID token is passed from the client to your Convex backend, which ensures the token is valid and enables you to query the user information embedded in the token as described in auth and functions. Hmm. So first off, I guess, yeah, the thing we'd want to ask is Convex, how do we implement custom auth? Using the Twitter library we have. Maybe. Like there's a chance that we'd actually be able to get this set up using AI's help. Maybe. I hope. You need to configure your Convex project to recognize your custom authentication method. This involves setting up your convex/auth.config to include your Twitter application details. Twitter OAuth doesn't natively support OpenID Connect. You'll need a middleware layer that translates Twitter's tokens into a format Convex can understand. Wow, what? That's a mouthful right there. Middleware for token translation. Your middleware service/exchange? Let's hope we. Here's a simplified approach. Okay. Use your existing Twitter auth library to handle OAuth flow with Twitter. Okay. Okay, sure. That's fine. Generate a custom token for convex. Generate a JWT on your server. Include the Twitter user ID in the JWT payload. Use secret only known to your server for signing JWT. Send this to the client application securely and store in a secure manner. Okay, and then integrate with convex. I mean, that's the same thing. You're basically saying the same thing. Okay. I mean, that's just ridiculous, yo. Like, database. Choose from one of the following integrations which both provide login via password, social identity providers, and one-time email. Auth 0. Anonymous users via sessions. This sounds like what we're after. Hmm. Okay, so it uses convex session management to create a seamless user experience. Okay, I mean, it's a bit different because assume the user will must be logged in via Twitter. Otherwise, just force them to log in. Okay, let's see if it's actually able to incorporate all of these different techniques to simplify. Create a session or token on your server that includes a Twitter user ID. This session token will be used to authenticate API requests, and then he will use a session token. Okay, all right. Now I feel like we got somewhere. Now I feel like we got somewhere. We combined the different approaches to arrive at something that I think is what we are after. So let's see. Let me just clear this up. Oops. Just trying again. No. Yes. All right. All right. Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and implement this now. I think we have a pretty good idea of how this is going to work. So initiate your Twitter login. Use your existing app Twitter auth.js to initiate Twitter auth. Okay, sorry about that. Redirecting users to Twitter to log in and handling callback with the OAuth token. Yeah, okay, so this part is fine. I already know how to do that. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to have auth. So I don't remember exactly how we did this. Let me just check. Yeah, exactly. Let me just check this because we'd set this up before and it worked pretty good. So you go to the app itself. So you have root and then you have auth. So, okay. So you have root and auth, and then presumably the layout or the main page layout takes care of figuring out like which one you're supposed to get redirected to, I think. Hmm. Root layout. Hmm. Interesting. All right. Yeah, so that would allow you to have two different layouts, I think. Uh, so you have root and then you have auth. So root and auth, and basically we would have page and layout. Yeah, page and layout inside root. No. Actually, before we start complicating stuff, how about I just figure out like what this actually means? Next.js dogs scoped layout. Nesting layouts. Is that what it's called? Hmm. Right. Templates. Oh, I didn't know about templates. Yeah, rat groups. I think that's what it's called. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So essentially, it allows you to define multiple route layouts. They do not affect the URL path. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you can have like anything related to auth live inside here, and you can have like a sign in, which I think is Twitter, right? Twitter route. Well, at least the get request. Yeah, so you could have inside auth, you could have a API, and then you could split it out. Yeah, you could do that. Hey there. I just saw someone in the chat. Who's that? Nihal. Hey, Nihal. Voice is too low. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll try and bump it up, or maybe just bring the mic closer. Wait, do I have the right mic? Yeah, that's the mic. Cool. All right, there we go. Let me know if you can hear me better, Nihal. Yeah, man. So basically, what I'm working on is this thing here. It's a I think I have it running. So it's a bookmark manager for Twitter, and gosh, I mean, this is probably like episode 10 in a series where I'm sort of live streaming how this comes together. This bookmark manager allows you to sign in with Twitter, and then it would pull in all of your bookmarks and use AI to categorize them for you. So you get a bunch of categories here, automatically suggested by the AI. So these are my bookmarks. You know, I can see all Twitter bookmarks related to education and learning, career and hiring, personal development, investing. As these are all the topics that I'm personally interested in. Obviously, for everyone, you know, is going to have different categories or whatever. And the cool part is like you can actually create your own custom categories. So you can, you know, pick a category that you're interested in. Um, I don't know what that might look like that's not already included, but you know, for example, this could look like um, tech investing. Yeah, technology investing. I don't know why, you know, that'd be a thing, but whatever. And yeah, you could give it a you could give it an emoji just so that it looks nice. And then when you add the category, the cool part is like we actually use AI to categorize the where'd the comments go? Oh, yeah, we use AI to categorize the bookmarks for you. So whenever you create a new category, it automatically pulls in all of the tweets related to this new category that you created. So I can see, you know, for example, people, you know, yeah, I guess these are kind of related to technology investing. This is completely unrelated. I have no idea why it's there. Generate videos with nothing but words. I mean, that's more technology than investing. I'm not really sure why it's showing up. Am I using GPT-4 here? It's pretty bad, actually. Yeah, why is technology investing so bad? Yeah, $1 million startup idea. I guess that's kind of related to technology investing. So yeah, that's essentially what it is. And oops, yeah, here it is. I don't actually want technology investing. Um, yeah, cool. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have like any questions about how this works. What I'm trying to figure out now is how to do auth so that, people can sign in using Twitter and then they'd be able to like see their own bookmarks. That's the idea. That's what I'm trying to implement here. Anyway, the reason this is complicated is because I'm using this library called Convex, which I've never used before, and now just trying to figure out how to implement authentication in Convex. So where was I? Right, auth. So I'm gonna have to create like a login page, I suppose. Like we could have, um, yeah, this basically be login. Uh, Actually, you don't even need a login page since we're already using. Yeah, you just delete the folder. You don't need a login page because we already have, um, like if you go to localhost 3000 and then API/Twitter, that'll take you to what is effectively our login page, right? So there's nothing extra that you actually need to do. At applib Twitter tweets. What's going on? Applib Twitter tweets. Oh, where am I using that? Where are we getting? Okay. Applib Twitter tweets. Oh, did I delete that? Weird. Why is that missing? Uh, yeah, it's weird. Fetch bookmark tweets. Why is that missing? Did I accidentally delete that? Oh man, I probably did. I just deleted the file. That's probably got something to do with it. Audio is still too low. Weird. Weird. Okay. I mean, I know there's a way to boost this. Huh. Yeah. Now, actually, there's a volume somewhere here. Let's see. Hmm. I think it's supposed to be automatic. Let's see. Mic position. It's pretty far. Yeah, I'll do that later. Okay. Testing. Night mode makes it. Oh, cool. Okay. Interesting. How do you boost the gain? Yeah. Okay. I'm not really sure how to bump up the microphone volume. Hmm. Ah. All right. Sure. Output volume. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Is that better? Hopefully it's better. Cool. All right. Thanks for the confirmation. All right. Yeah, you want my email? Sure, man. Hmm. No, I can't type a reply for some reason. It's asking me to sign in. Um, anyway, yeah. My email is yazin at tynal.com. So you could just, there it is. Let me know if you got it. All right, let's get back to this. App lib Twitter tweets. I sure hope I didn't mess this up and accidentally delete the file. That would be tragic. That'd be super tragic. Oh dear God. Please tell me I didn't delete it. Tweets? Oh, tweets. It's gotta be somewhere, right? Oh man. Fetch bookmarked tweets. I mean, this would be in categories too, right? Find tweets in category. Where is that defined? Fetch bookmark tweets. Oh man, okay. Okay, I'm getting a bit worried here. Um, Marie Kondo. Let's see. Let's see what's going on here. All right, UI. Let's hope it's in there somewhere. 17 commits. I just want to make sure I didn't accidentally delete it. That would be um, fetch bookmark tweets. Is that what it was called? Yeah, there it is. Oh dear. No, don't tell me I lost it. Uh, so I think the file was called tweets.ts. Oh no. Oh no, I think I accidentally lost it. Oh dear. Looks like it did. Well, there's one saving grace, which is um, maybe it's defined here. Oh, there it is. So I had it in my clipboard history. So I hope that's enough to bring us back to where we need to be. Let's see. Fetch bookmark tweets. And then I guess just import that from auth. And yep, need to import social data as well. And yeah, we're good. I think this we need to define. Yeah, no errors. Fantastic. Let's see if that fixes applib Twitter tweets. Let's see if that fixes things. All right. All right, that'll fix it. Cool. Um, man, like I'm still kind of lost on this whole auth thing. Let's go back to it. Let's not get distracted here, boys. Not get distracted. All right. So, um, what was I saying? Right. So this actually works. It'll take you back to. It'll allow you to log in, and it'll take you back to. Uh, it'll redirect you back to I think like an OAuth page, and you can then use that URL. Um, you can use that URL to authenticate. So what I'm gonna do is create a folder here called OAuth, and this will be the page that comes back. I think this is the page that gets redirected. So after you click authorize app and then go back, you'd be able to see the OAuth page, right? Okay, so export default function page, and then this will just return hi. Cool. All right, so we can actually display something instead of showing an empty page. Great, fantastic. So the goal now would be to take this URL and then do something um, and pass that on to fetch Twitter user information. After obtaining the OAuth token, fetch the user's Twitter profile information and use that for scoping database queries in Convex. Okay, all right. Convex supports custom authentication, and that's how we're going to be able to figure out, how this is going to work. So server-side code to create a session token after Twitter login. Okay, so you'll get a session token. So here, all we need to do is parse the incoming, parse the URL. Okay, so now we've gotten code, we've gotten state. What's next? Hmm. Just give me a sec. Alrighty. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, ni hao. You're still there, man. Yeah. What's your name? My name is Yazin. And if you want to reach me, the best email to reach me at is yazin@tidal.com. All right, all right, all right. Well, forgive me, but I'm gonna have to focus a little bit. Um, let's see. code, let's just make sure that this. So let's just see if we can see the state here. Something went wrong. Something went wrong? Oh, that's weird. Window is not defined. Huh. Okay. That's pretty weird. Oh, wait, this isn't. Oh, I guess you need to use client here. That's why. Yeah. Use client. Let's try again. My state. All right, there we go. There we go. Now it's working. Now it's working. That's what's up. Cool. Um, what now? Right. So once we receive all of these details, the idea would be that now we need to somehow create the session for the Twitter user, and we do this on the server. We don't have generate session token defined on the server. I'm not exactly sure how that's supposed to work. So upon successful authentication with Twitter, create a session or token on your server that includes the Twitter user ID. So you get the state, and then what you're going to do, and instead of doing this whole use client thing, maybe we could do this on the server. So let's see. Let's You get the code, you get the state, and then you can see how we did this in route under Twitter. Um, yeah, we call fetch token with the URL. We call fetch token with the URL, and then that returns like the actual token that we can then use to communicate with Twitter. So that's what we want to do. You get the URL, you call uh, fetch token to fetch the actual token, and past that. So ideally, you'd be able to get this XJS access URL server side. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Using middleware? Okay. You can use headers, apparently, to get, like, the actual URL? Get path name, okay. XJS v14 has heads.get next-URL, okay. So maybe that's a way to avoid having to call client, right? So we would just do import headers, and then just do headers.get next-URL. Cool. So let's do a refresh here and see if we can try it again. Something went wrong. Invalid URL. Okay. So you weren't able to get like the actual URL, apparently. Yeah, I wonder what headers actually looks like. So let's do a refresh and check. Um, okay, so you get a bunch of stuff inside all headers. And if you just do like JSON.parse, JSON.stringify, what do you get? Let's see. So under headers, you have, we're trying to see anything that would give us like the full URL. That's what we are interested in. So I don't see next URL, but I do see refer. Is that sufficient? Like, is that always going to refer to like the full URL? Maybe, maybe, I don't know. At least in this case, it looks like it does in fact, show like the full URL. So maybe you can do this server side. The alternative is just to use server actions, and we can do that pretty easily. So we can still do so I'm just gonna um, you can do client side. So use client. You can access window since we're accessing this client side. Get the code, get the state, and then call some sort of server action in order to create the session token, which clerk wants. So um, so just do use server, and then function like async function create session. Or first of all, yeah, create session for Twitter user. And all we need to get here is the code and the state. Yeah. We would import auth from that. This is going to be a string, state's a string as well. So auth.fetch token, and then you would get the new token, so the refresh token, from token itself. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to do this. You can just do this. So that'll get you new token, and then this will include the refresh token. So now you can like store the token for future use. And then generate session token is, I think, something we're going to have to pull out from, where are we? Uh, this part here. So generate session, is that here somewhere? If your app will have logged in users who interact with anonymous users, it's awkward. If you're going to keep session IDs private, you should avoid passing session IDs as user identifiers. We don't actually do that. Storing anonymous users. We're not going to be using anonymous users anywhere. The only reason I'm considering this is because, it just makes it easier. I made a demo with a basic chat app, creating the initial session data. Okay. So this should be implemented here. We could just, what happened? Convex demos. Sessions. Where'd it go? Oh, lib. Okay, so they moved it to lib. Okay. Create session, so generate session token. Where am I going to get generate session token from? Hmm. Okay, I see what's going on. So it'd store like the actual token, and that's inaccessible client side. And whenever you need to access the token itself, I don't think we need like long-term or persistent access to. Hmm, yeah, I don't think you need persistent access to Twitter. Just the first time. You don't need offline access. You don't need the refresh token. You just need to be able to pull all of the bookmarks once, and that's it. Like you're done. What do you need anything else for? I'm just thinking about this now, right? You don't need offline access. You don't need the refresh token. The only thing you need from Twitter is the list of bookmarks. Yeah, but you might make the request multiple times, right? How would that work? You might make the request multiple times. Fetch bookmarked tweets. So you get the new token, and then, you just do that the first time. And then when you call fetch bookmarked tweets, inside app lib Twitter tweets, um, it in turn calls, oh, so you're accepting auth. So it calls find my user, and then it calls get user ID bookmarks. So yeah, it doesn't look like it actually needs a needs to fetch. Yeah, you don't need offline access. Interesting. So I'll just add that as a note. You don't need offline access or refresh tokens for any of this to work. Interesting. Yeah, I just realized that now. So really, we're just using login with Twitter as a way to uh, simplify authentication. So you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it manually, or you don't have to have multiple layers of authentication. All you would need to do is have a single session, and then and that's it. Like you wouldn't need anything else. So here, what's actually happening is you're using a session ID. A session ID could be associated with a Twitter account. And um, yeah, so in any of these, you would call mutation with session from lib sessions. This is coming from convex helpers. Okay. Interesting. Like, I think we should actually just clone this so that I can test this out locally and see what's going on here. And then you want to go to sessions. Session provider. Is that actually defined anywhere? Oh no, it's a convex helper thing. So you need to install convex helpers. Okay. So you'd have to do NPI. And this is inside. So what do you have? I guess inside convex client provider. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. So you got this bit taken care of. And then next up, let's see what's going on here. Anything with sessions, use session mutation, use session query. These are all coming in from... Oh, okay. Convex helpers. Where is that? Is there actually a file called helpers? I don't know. Convex generated API. Okay, and then we can take this, put it inside convex lib. So inside here we would have a lib folder. We'll create a file called sessions.ts and then just paste in all of that good stuff. You don't have users, so that's a table that you would need to create by session ID. And then once you actually verify a user, you would need to take the session ID and associate it with a particular user. And if you can get a user, then fantastic. If not, then it would have to fail. um, yeah, the request would fail, and then you would know that the user's not authenticated, and so you'd prompt them to or redirect them to the Twitter login page. Right. Okay. Cool. So that's where we are. Lib sessions, and then you would replace all of the mutations, all of the actions with this custom query with session, mutation with session, and action with session. Okay. What's schema looking like? Where are we getting v session ID? All right. I think we need the Twitter token. I guess you could have the token, but the token's going to be short-lived. And as soon as you receive the token, you're going to start the process of um, importing the bookmarks. So I don't think you need to store the token. You probably don't need to store the token. All you need is the user information. So this could be like the username and the user ID, which is also something we need for the Twitter queries that we make. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so we have vSession ID. Awesome. And I think we already have npx argument of type session ID. All right, cool. All right, so this is running in the background, kind of took care of saving all that stuff for us. Fantastic. So now we can, cool, okay. So now we can access query with session, mutate with session, and replace all of the previous requests that we had been making using my manual, like hard-coded Twitter user ID. What we want to do is you would call create session for user, and I think that we had this in the auth page. So here you would actually create an entry for the user session. Yeah, so inside actions, you would get the token. And then you could store the token if you want, but really what you want to do is you could do fetch mutation, upsert. No, you don't want to do upsert. Well, yeah, you could do upsert. What I'm going to do here is you need to get like the actual user ID from Twitter, and that's what I'm going to do here is, I think we had this inside tweets. You can, yeah, find my user. So that'll get you the user ID and the username as well, right? Yeah, I think it'll include the username. It must, right? I mean, that would just be stupid. Like if you can't get the username. Anyway, we'll debug that now and take a look at what data is included. But now we should be able to get the user details. I'll just do this so we can get the full response. And then you would just insert it. I'm not going to do that right now, but you'll get the picture now. So you want to export this, and then here you will import it. Is this next 14? Let's see. I don't think we need to do it. So the reason I ask is because, yeah, next 14, server actions are no longer experimental. You can actually use server actions directly. Like you can invoke them directly, which is beautiful. Right. So we just do react.useEffect and send the code to the state and the server and create a session. And it's here where we call, yeah, not this, create session for Twitter user. And we pass in code and state. Yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything else that we need to do here. You get the code, you get the state, you pass it into create session for Twitter user, and that would actually create the mutation, which we're currently not doing. And the session ID, like how would you associate that with the session ID? How do you get the session ID? That's a good question. I guess you need to manually send it. You need to check SRC here. Right, I have this open locally. Yeah, like main.tsx, you got session provider. Let's take a look at the app. Where are we using session here? Use session query. Oh, okay. So you call, so from the client, you would call. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, that's making sense. So you would call the mutation from the client, but you can't pass in. Okay. So it's not going to be a server action in that case. You're just going to call this. Very interesting. Okay. So you could just set it up as an action, like as a convex action. Yeah, okay. All right. That's going to be action. Possibly a mutation. Like, yeah, you could do this as a mutation. But you're going to be you're going to be communicating with a third-party API, so you probably need to use an action instead. So use session action. All right. And then you would just say use session action, and you'd pass in your code and your state. I think you would probably need, where's that file? API.name now. Yeah, okay. So you need to import API. Import API from convex generated API, and then you would be able to call whatever, passing in your code and state. So that's API dot users, and then whatever the action is. So the action in our case would be um, create Twitter user. Yeah, something like that. And maybe it's just gonna be like yeah, that's it. That's it. Cool. All right. This is still not done. Not close to being done. There's quite a few things left. Let me just jot them down here so that we know where we're going to be continuing from. So first off, um, left off. So first off, we're going to need to create entry in users table for new Twitter users, including, so basically implement the users api.users.create action. And then we also need to make sure that replace mutations, queries, and actions with use session mutation, query, and action. And then redirect to login if there is no active session for the logged in user. No entry for the logged in for the session. Because you can have a session, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have an entry in the table, because the table is going to be assigning the particular session with the user. All right, cool. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think we're pretty close. We have a concrete idea for how to do auth. Probably gonna need another video just to finalize this, so probably another hour of time. But I'm not gonna be able to do it now, and so I'll keep this for, yeah, it'll probably be for tomorrow. So with that said, adios, people. I hope you have a great evening.